Welcome back to the channel, you guys. My name is Rich. This is RR37. It is the home of our Roma Rebrand career mode here in FIFA 21. We're coming back off the back of a decent-ish episode. Unfortunately for me, we found ourselves slipping outside of the Serie A title race, but on reflection, at the very beginning of the season, before the ball was kicked, that was never really an aim of ours anyway. To be honest, I didn't expect us to be anywhere near the title race. Top 4 was hopeful, top 6 was the objective, so we've had a very successful season, I think, way above our aims, and I'm happy with that. We've got this game coming up today to kick off the episode, which just happens to be the Coppa Italia final. It is against Juventus. It's going to be a really tough game. Also in this episode we're going to be wrapping up Serie A with a game against Torino, which now there's nothing really in that game or at stake really in that game. I don't think we can finish third now. We can't finish top now, so that's probably just going to be a little highlight package. Also we've got Arsenal in the Europa League final, which is crazy to be saying that again. So yeah, it's quite a packed one. As well as all that going on, depending what the running time of the video is, I might put in end of season stuff in this video as well, but if not, that will be in one on its own. That's just going to be a look around our little universe here, see who's won what, how things have gone, what we've learnt from the season, who might be leaving, what our next moves are as a club and all that kind of thing. But for now, we'll focus on the football and we'll just see where that takes us. Like I say, this game, I don't know if it goes into extra time, penalties, anything like that. The Arsenal game, the same. I think that would go to extra time and penalties potentially. So we're just going to have to play it by ear. But as for the lineup in this game, Pedro's going to come in. Out of sentiment, really. I will be very, very surprised, and it is sad to say it because he carried us really through the beginning of this season, and he's also, don't forget, the vice captain of the club. But I don't think he'll be around next season. I will be very, very surprised. So he's more than earned the right to play in a cup final today. As normal with the bench, we're going to try and get as many of the youngsters on as we can. I think for the same reason as Pedro, we're going to put Mirant in the sticks today, just to sign him off as well. Hopefully it'll be a successful sign off for the both of them, and we'll see ourselves lift the Coppa Italia. But that's going to be a very, very tough task. You look at the other side, the scout report if you like, the probable lineup. We see Ronaldo's lining up today, Dybala, Coleman, Ramsey, Bentancur, Otavio, Alexandro, Chiellini, Demiral played well against us last time we played them. Danilo, Szczesny in the sticks. There's not really as such a weakness in that team, you would say. So yeah, it's going to be a very competitive game. We know those of you who've played this game, and that's probably, I would say, at least 99% of you who are watching this. There's just something different about the way the game plays in cup finals and big games like this as well. So Juve will have that going in their favour. The only real weakness I can see for them is the fact that they're lining up in a 4-4-2. We have had a lot of success against teams that use that against us this season. So that could be a good omen, but I think that's pretty much the game built now. We know what's going on. We know what's at stake. We know how they're going to play. We know where the strengths and weaknesses are, and really that is all in the system. And as an added bonus for myself, we're back at the San Siro once again, and how gorgeous does it look under the lights. Absolutely unreal stadium. I wish we could have selected this for our own. I know that's we can't, but yeah, I would love to. Maybe I should have done Milan, I don't know, but yeah, it's nice to come to the San Siro. There are the routes to the final for both sides. I'm quite surprised, if anything, to see that Inter Milan are not in this final, given the strength of the season that they've had themselves. as Sandro looks into the camera there. Yeah, that's really the only surprise. I'm sort of surprised that we're here in our first season, if I'm being honest. But then I also did say at the top of the series, when we very first kicked this off, that this would probably be our best chance for a number of years to actually go out and win something season 1, because obviously we started with the default squad. It is only going to get harder as the seasons go by, because obviously the route we've chosen to go down at the moment, we're developing youngsters for sale or to stay in the squad depending on how they do. So yeah, we've got to savour this game. We've got to savour that Europa League final, because it could be a long time before we see ourselves in showpiece games again. So yeah, we'll give it our all in this one. If I had to prioritise between this and the Europa League final, honestly, I'd rather win the Europa League final, only because we can enter this competition again every single season. Whereas that's not going to be the case, obviously, with the Europa League final. But we're underway anyway. It's time to get this game off and running. It would be nice to get a quick early start, a nice early goal, just settle everyone down. There's got to be nerves out there for the players, the manager, myself, who obviously we are running this club, and I would love to see us win a big trophy this season. But yeah, so there's a lot on this game. There's a lot of pressure on it in a way, but then in another way not so much really, because this is far deeper than I would have thought we'd have gone into this tournament anyway. And Mickey has picked that up nicely after some good pressing and turning the ball over. Surely, go on Verita, unfortunate there. Can we head that on? We can, you know. And it's, oh my god, it's in. Pedro as well, he's back in today as the sentimental pick to probably sign his Roma career off, if not his career in total. And it has took him just 6 minutes to open the scoring in this game. That is absolutely unreal. It's a good header to him. I didn't think anything was going to come from it from there. Chesney decided to stay where he was. Pedro is a lot braver, a lot hungrier there, and that is a tidy little finish, you know. And we have just took a shock early lead against Juventus, and all of that came from good pressing when Ronaldo had the ball in midfield. Wow. Oh, Pedro, I'm so happy for the guy. I really am happy for the guy. If that turns out to be the winner, what a way to sign off his career here at Roma, if that is to be the case. I'm just so happy for him. You couldn't write this stuff. But yeah, it's time to recompose now. We need to grab the ball in midfield, which we've done with Diawara again. What a player he's turned out to be this season as well. But like I said, we'll go into all that either at the end of this episode, depending how it plays out, or the next one. That's unlucky there. Mayoral sort of ran the wrong side of the defender for me there. It's not what I thought he was going to do. Karsdorp's going to have his work cut out today against Coleman as well. Oh god, he's Ronaldo. The one player you do not want on the ball. Karsdorp shielding him well. Ronaldo just pops that off to Sandro. Into Bentancur, and Juve have started to put a lot of men forward here, getting a little bit unnerved. Oh no, Ronaldo with the skills there. Good block from Smalling, the captain there. Ronaldo just starting to have a little influence here in this little passage of play from Juve. Creates a little bit of space. Decent ball into Coleman, and it's a good block in the end from Smalling, but we've still got work to do here. And I have a feeling that this could be the pattern of the game. Dybala done well to stay on side there. You normally get a flag from there. It's into Ramsey now. Just keep shielding him, Diawara. Don't let him get past. He's Ronaldo. It's a good block this time from Jesus to intercept that pass. And can we get out now? We're not, again, really set up to be a counter-attacking team, but... Oh, that's a ball and a half. And it's Mayoral, just who you'd want, and... Oh, wow. We're 2-0 up. Wow, 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 wow. The 21 scores in the 21st minute. And on the counter-attack, I just said we're not really a counter-attacking side, but that ball's dropped in there brilliantly for Mayoral. We're just going to have the camera swing around here, get a good view of this. That's probably the one. It is indeed. He just volleys that in, really controlled, really nice finish, and we are finding ourselves almost in control of this tie really early on. It's not something that I thought I would be saying, and it's not something Juve thought I'd be saying either. They kind of look dejected already. Unbelievable start to the game from us though. So just a couple of minutes left now until half time, and the pattern of the game has been exactly like the second goal. Juve have stamped their authority in possession. They're trying to work openings, but at the moment, for the time being, we're staying really safe. We're staying really solid at the back, and we're not really giving them much in terms of chances, considering the amount of possession that they have had. And we're almost just trying to hit on the counter. It's not the way that we're set up. It's not the way that we like to play. It's not really even playing to our strengths, but they're having so much of the ball at the moment. It's what we're being forced to do. But with that 2-goal buffer going into half-time, I'm feeling quite good at the moment in this amazing arena that we're playing in. So we're into the second half. We're at the hour point, and I can tell you, unfortunately, as a spectacle, nothing really much has happened. It's been same story as it was in the first half. Juve just keeping hold of the ball, not being able to create anything. We're trying to get on the counter, but it's breaking down 9 times out of 10. No one has had a shot at goal in this half at the moment, which is how dire it has been. But it kind of suits us at the moment. You just see the lack of quality there in that little passage. Juve tried to get the ball out to Coleman, ends in a throw. We try and play it out, give it them straight back, and nothing comes of it. We just go through that cycle again. Smalling been gigantic at the back today. He's been one of our better players. Veritout skid the ball away in an awful position there. Smalling again coming to the rescue. Plays it out calmly as well. See, now we should be holding this ball, managing the game. And actually we are doing that at the moment. So yeah, that's the way the second half's gone at the minute, guys. This has been our best period, literally, in the second half. So yeah, we'll see. At the moment we're looking good with this 2-0. Can we add to it? If we do, we kill the game off, but unfortunately not. And Juve are going to bring this away now. They're trying to work it quickly, but we're closing that midfield space so well. They're finding it. They have to go backwards or sideways to get through. And by that time, a lot of the time in this game, we've been back in our shape. Morata with the ball now. Danilo, can they create anything from this? They've done pretty well there. He's Bentancur now. He's into Coleman, who's all the way over here and should be their left winger. And look at Smalling again. Probably man of the match, I would say, at the moment. Smalling, the captain. Oh, that's nice there from Mickey and from Mayoral, actually. Go on, Pedro, wrap it up. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case, and there is just 10 minutes to go now. That's a better long ball from them, you know. Ronaldo's out on the left now. That's probably due to Morata coming on, I'd imagine, but for me, I'd still want Ronaldo down the centre. And that, guys, is that. That's how it ends. It is 2-0. We have gone and won the Coppa Italia in our first season. We've got some silverware. It is absolutely amazing scenes for us right now. Did not expect this at all. Really didn't, but oh my god, have we delivered on the day today. And this sets up the episode really nicely with that Europa Cup final coming as well. Against Arsenal. We should go into that with our heads held high now. I think before we get to that game, we've still got Torino to wrap up the Serie A season, which has also been a huge success. But I'm so happy that Pedro got the goal in this one. Turned out to be the winning goal as well. Mirand keeps a clean sheet to sign his time off at the club as well. So I'm really happy for the guys, happy for the manager, happy for everyone who's watching at the moment, who's enjoying what we're doing at this club. I've got to say as well, it's a really nice looking trophy, and I'm going to leave you with the guys while they lift this. There you have it, guys. Let's take this press conference then. A lot of people were talking before the game about what a dangerous opponent Juve were, and rightly so, but in the end we ran out confident winners. Yeah, I'll go with that. We've done really well, really well today. 2 early goals, and from there it's true we did look comfortable. Juve never really looked like we're going to threaten our goal. They didn't look like scoring, so yeah, really happy. And do we think we eased off in the second half? No. If we'd have eased off in the second half, then I have absolutely no doubt that Juve get back into that game. So don't agree with that at all. And with Chiellini at the back, did that make things difficult today? I would just say we stuck to task there. We did break in behind him. I believe it was him for the Mayoral goal. So we did manage to get past him, but to be honest, it was a game of very little chances, so yeah, I suppose it did make it difficult in a way. But that's that game, all done, dusted, wrapped up now. We have a trophy in the trophy cabinet already, and I could not be happier about that. And we have $6.5 million to go into the club funds as well, which is always nice. And now we just get a 2-day break before this Torino game, which really and truly, you know, we could, if I was doing this now and this was a live recording, I think I'd just stick the kids out today. We're 5 points clear of Juve, 6 points behind Inter. Of course, it'd be nice to finish the season with a win, and sticking the kids out, we could still go and do that. And look at that there, that's just the picture that you want to see. Paul Lopez, I believe that is, celebrating with the cup there. But yeah, just give the kids experience today. That's what I would be thinking. Why not keep everyone as fresh as possible for the Arsenal game as well? So food for thought there. I don't know if I would have thought that at the time, but certainly, like I say, if I was recording this live, that's 100% what would be going on here. And we'll see. We'll go into the lineups now. Let's see what we do decide to go and do. Perez is going to get a run out by the looks of it. Pedro, Mancini. See, I would be giving Guidi a run out now for sure. D'Angelo as well, definitely. Pedro's just played and he signed off really well, so I'm going to be really disappointed with myself if I don't put Guidi in the starting lineup here. Mancini get a game as well, of course, why not? Christian can come in. Villar can get a rest. What could we do here? Maybe put Pedro where Villar is what I would do now. We got Zaniolo there as well. Let's see. No, we're going to go with that then. So Pedro's going to get another chance to sign off. Again, like I say, if he does leave, I will be very surprised if he doesn't, with how much he's regressed this season. On the other side, they're playing the 4-3-1-2. So there could be a lot of space down the flanks for us today, for Perez and Pedro to exploit. Mancini, he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders today, playing a league game, starting, not coming off the bench to get us some goals. D'Angelo as well is in what I call, the way we play this system, the creative midfielder type role, so a lot of responsibility on his shoulders as well today. But they're going to have to get used to it. They are the future of this club at the moment. So I think, guys, with all that being said and done, it is now time for us to go ahead and jump into this game. So here we go. Starting it off, we have got Villa having a great shot at goal, and that's in already. 1-0 up. I think that was just 7 minutes into the game, something like that. So great start from us, and again Villa just showing that he's maturing all the time and getting more confident in front of goal. This doesn't look good here. It's not good because Torino are back into the game already, and that makes it 1-1. Couple of minutes before half time here. Nice little ball on the outside there. He's caught that nice there. I believe that to be Mancini, and it is indeed. I said he had the responsibility of getting goals today, and I think I've mentioned this about him before. He's different to any other striker that we've got at the club, as Perez hits this one and sticks that in the back of the net as well, so a bit of breathing room for us now. But Mancini is a fox in the box, and you can't train that as an ability, so that's just something he's naturally got. He's getting goals from around like the 6-yard box. We don't really have another striker that's doing that, so he's definitely a different sort of option for us as Torino pull themselves back into this game once again. 83 minutes, and here we go now. It's D'Angelo, the number 15, smashes that with his left foot, and that's just inside the post there. And I believe that is that. It is a 4-2 win to finish out the season. You love to see it, and in that game I did go ahead and give Mancini man of the match. To do what he's doing at just 48 rated is actually something quite incredible. But we've got to leave that behind now, and we've got to shift our attention once again to Europe, and we are going to get dressed up for the occasion, guys. It's a European final. It has to be done. We tend not to do too well when I do this, and believe me, as I was doing this, that was in my mind, but it adds to, for me anyway, to the immersion. You guys, again, feel free to let me know what you think. But how can you not get dressed up for a European final? Mirant now wants to play in this game, and I think that it's going to be a no. I'm afraid. I've already done the sentimental stuff, guys. He's played in the Coppa Italia final. He's won that. This, for me, I mentioned it during that game, is a bigger final than what the Coppa Italia final is. Just because it would have been disappointing, yes, upsetting, 100%, if we didn't win that game. But next season, we would be in that competition with a chance to win it again. Or maybe not win it, but you know what I mean. We'd re-enter that competition again by default. Not the case with this Europa League final. We have already qualified for the Champions League now, so we don't get another shot at this next season. So not unless we fall out in the group stage anyway, of the Champions League, which it's a possibility that we will. Yeah, it's a bigger game, this, and we have to take it seriously. It's Arsenal as well, Premier League opposition. If they've still got these players, you're talking about Aubameyang, talking about Pepe, a whole host more. You got Saka and all them playing. So yeah, it's going to be a really tough game. And just to confirm that, you look at their group phase: 6 games, 6 wins, no draws, no losses, 8 goals, just 1 conceded in the group stage. That is good. And then 5-1 on aggregate against Denizlispor, however you say that. that's probably expected, as we there beat FCSB 5-0. So yeah, they beat then Atalanta 3-1 on aggregate, so another good result for them there. We just scraped past Porto 5-4. Going into the quarter-finals now, we beat Lille 2-1. Arsenal beat Mönchengladbach 2-1 on aggregate. We actually won 5-1 on aggregate. We did really well against Lille, actually. And then in the semis, of course, we just scraped past Napoli in the end, as Arsenal just about edge out Leverkusen. And that brings us nicely to the final today. And for me, that build up to this game proves just how difficult this is actually going to be. And here we are, shirt and tie for the occasion, as we've just seen. And we're ready to take some questions, so let's see what they're going to ask us. We've already tasted glory in the Coppa Italia, absolutely. So we are actually on for a cup double this season, which literally, as I'm reading this and talking this out to you guys now, the penny about that has literally only just dropped. We're actually on for a double here this season. Wow, that is incredible, really. Coppa Italia winners. If we win this today, we win this, and we finish second in Serie A. As new owners and a new manager, we have had quite the start, actually. But we're up against Arsenal in the final, who are a really strong team. I'm glad that they've acknowledged that. Is fitness going to be an issue? Shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. And if it is, surely it's going to be the same for both teams. We've both worked hard to get here, though, so we can't put anything down to fitness today. Not at all. That's not an excuse. And last time out, we looked good. I'm assuming they're on about the Torino game there. And well, it's hard to say whether we did look good or not, because it was highlights. We did score a lot of goals, though. So will that have Arsenal worried? I would doubt very, very much that has Arsenal worried. And today it is literally just about the result. I don't for 1 minute expect us to be able to go out there and dominate territory, dominate possession and all of that good stuff today. We're going to have to be solid, we're going to have to be clinical, and we're going to have to probably rely on a bit of luck as well, if we're being honest. But that's the build up to the game. It's time for the lineups now, sorry, not the highlights. I mentioned Aubameyang earlier. It looks like he's playing. I saw Pepe as well. But for us, surely we just go full strength today. If anything, we just change the bench. That's literally all. Debated whether to keep Mancini on the bench just because of that stamina. It seems almost pointless. Same with D'Angelo. Is there really a point putting him on the bench with his stamina? Guidi, if I was doing it now, would go on the bench, that's for sure. But it looks like he's not going to get the nod today. You look at that team of Arsenal's, like I mentioned as well. Pepe, Aubameyang. Noticed that they had Maddison in the team. Martinelli's in the team. They got Ceballos, Thomas Partey, Tierney, who's brilliant on this game. Mario Gaspar as captain. They've just got strength all over the pitch. They've been spending, but what a signing Maddison is, by the way. Yeah, it's going to be tough, this, guys. Real tough. And the warm-ups look as though they're over, and it is now time for us to be facing Arsenal in this Europa League final. From the Man City Stadium, it's nice under the lights, I'm not going to lie. The Tifo of Vieira, I believe that was there. And there is what we are playing for. There is the trophy. There's a quick overview there of the route that both teams have took to the final. Obviously we've looked at that in a little bit more depth. But this, guys, make no mistake about it, this is going to be a very, very difficult game for us. The players that they've got lining up are quite unreal. Confidence levels pretty, I would say, high. After all, we've only just won our first cup in the Coppa Italia. We followed that up with another win to finish off our Serie A season. And now this is the final game of the episode. It is the final game of the season. If we can go out here with a win today, just wow, there's no other way of putting it. Going into next season, that probably raises expectations, as you would imagine. We want to try and collect more points every season. We want to try and score more goals than the season before every season. We want to try and concede less goals than we conceded the season before every season, because that is obviously the way that we progress. It's going to be a tough ask to do that though, of course, the way that we're going about it. And here is that Arsenal lineup again: Aubameyang, Martinelli, Maddison, Pepe, Partey, Ceballos. Gaspar, Izzo, I'm not too sure who Izzo is, I'm not going to lie. Then you got Gabriel, Tierney and Leno in goal. What a side that is. And then for us, we've got Lopez in the goals. We've got Smalling, Jesus, Spinazzola out on the left, Karsdorp out on the right. We've got Diawara, Veritout and Villa midfield, and then we've got Mayoral, Zaniolo and Mickey up front. It's as strong as we can be with what we've got at the moment, in my opinion. Arsenal look like they've gone full strength, and why wouldn't they, of course. So it's going to be a very, very intriguing game, this one. Tactically, you saw, we've dropped our defensive line a little bit just because of the pace of Aubameyang, Pepe, Martinelli. Gaspar's made a nice little overlap there. Pepe's found him as well. And that was a start of intent there from the Gunners. Ceballos wins that in midfield, straight into the forwards. No thought about going sideways or backwards from Arsenal at the moment. They're being really, really direct. Here is Gaspar, back to Aubameyang, come out here now. It's a good block from Jesus, of course. Oh my lord, what a finish that is. And just like we did in the Coppa Italia final, Arsenal have now done it to us in the Europa League final, and it is Maddison. Wow, they have come out absolutely firing in this one, Arsenal. It's a great bit of play, and look at that for an improvised finish from Maddison. I did say what a signing that is, and he's come up big for them now. What a finish that is. Lopez has got absolutely no chance with that one. And yeah, that sort of mirrors my feeling. I'm not going to lie. The only thing we've got going for us here now is that has happened so early that we've got plenty of time to turn this around. But that is not the way that we wanted to start the game, with the biggest prize of the season up for grabs, at stake, on the line, however you want to word it. Yeah, we have got work to do now. Diawara, I think at the moment we just treat the game as a 0-0. We'll try and get a foothold in it, because we've barely had a kick in the first 10 minutes, if we're being completely honest. See what sort of form Mayoral's. Oh, Veritout, surely it is. It's 1-1 in 11 minutes. Wow. What a start to this game for the neutral. 5 minutes is all Arsenal had the lead for. It took them 6 minutes to get it. We've pulled it back in 5 minutes. What a moment from Veritout there. He has come up big there. It's good play from Mayoral again. A couple of little step overs, but that first touch, then the composure to get it out his feet and just slide it past Leno. It all happened pretty quickly. He's got it just, and I mean just, underneath Leno's outstretched left hand there. And look at the emotions that football give you, because right now that mirrors my feelings also. And just like that, we are right back into the game. Thank you, Jordan. We needed that. I did say we just had to compose. We had to play as though the game was at 0-0. We did that. We kept the ball, had the most possession that we've had. Arsenal had the first 6 minutes, we had the next 5. And this has the makings of looking like a really topsy-turvy game. That's a decent ball in. It's well dealt with by Karsdorp, to be fair. That was just basics. It was safety first. Here's the Veritout goal once again. It's actually quite a bit underneath Leno, isn't it? From that view you can see it a lot clearer. But here come Arsenal again. They do kind of have the home field advantage today with the game being played where it is. And they are making the most of it at the moment as well. They've made a really bright start to the game. They've been far and away better than us. And oh, wow. Was that Martinelli? It was indeed who hit that. It looked pretty close from that angle. We'll see a better view of it from here. He's got he's leant over that really well. It's not as close as it looked though, is it? But again, intent from Arsenal there. They're being really direct, really quick. Everything they're doing is at a really high tempo. We need to get about a possession where we can start to dictate the pace of this game, because at the moment Arsenal are literally all over us. Bit of room in the middle there. Zaniolo picks it up now. Nice quick passing between himself and Mayoral there before going out to Karsdorp, who's cut inside really well there. Can we have that free kick, ref? Apparently not. Mayoral still has the ball though. To Veritout, back to Mayoral, to Veritout again. This time Leno gets out quicker and he manages to just about smother that before Veritout can do anything with it. But that was better from us. Nice little link up starting to develop between Mayoral and Veritout in this game. Karsdorp's done brilliantly there, absolutely brilliantly. He stopped the corner as well. Can he play that out though before he loses it? He can. Villar's in space. You see Mayoral, of course he has. We know the telepathic understanding now you've got. Veritout picks it up now. Jesus, and this is what we need now. We're having a little bit of possession here. Just take the pressure off the defence and the midfield for a bit. And let's regain our composure. Gain our breath in this one. It's half an hour in, guys. We've only got a couple of minutes until half time. We've barely done anything in this game, but this is what we need to do right now. We need to play the game at our pace, with our style. We can't match them strength and speed, I don't think. Ceballos now with it. We've lost it, as I said that as well. He's Pepe. Is he going to clip one over again? No. Him and Gaspar look to have a nice understanding out on the right for Arsenal, by the way. They're getting a lot of joy down this side. He's Ceballos again. He's done alright in the middle for them as well, but it's mainly been that link up between Ceballos, between Gaspar and Pepe that's caused the problems, to be honest. He's Mickey now. Can we cause problems of our own? Oh, that's nice. Dummy run there from Mayoral. He's onside now though. Oh, he's Mickey. And we're 2-1 up. Get in there. Nice little back heel from Mayoral. Opens them up. It's nice play from us all around. Mayoral first makes the dummy run. The defenders go with him. It opens the space for Mickey, who uses Mayoral's second run. Mayoral knows that Mickey's going in behind him. Little back heel there. Opens up the space. Leno can do nothing about it. Mickey's tucked it away first time. I think I touched on it last episode. He has started to come up with big moments, Mickey, in big games, and that's another one from him there. But Mayoral 2 assists today. What a campaign he's had in this Europa League the whole season long. And I tell you, he's becoming more and more integral to this team, and we are going to miss him like mad after this game. Because this will be probably the last game that he plays for us, unless we can use a workaround somehow and get him back in on loan again. Yeah, he's been unreal since January, February. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where we would actually be, but let's not focus on that right now, because we've still got a lot of work to do in this game. And what a time to score it is as well, by the way, because we're only a couple of minutes out from half time. Spinazzola just plays that up the line. That's becoming the way past Arsenal's press. They're only kind of half pressing at the moment though, which is quite dangerous for them really. He's Veritout, Mayoral, Veritout, Diawara. Nice little triangles starting to form here. Into Veritout again. Oh, that's beautiful. It's just a little bit overhit. Mickey's going to keep it moving though. Spinazzola now. Can we get back to Mickey? We can. Can we create something here just before the whistle? Diawara tries to hit one. He had to really, because it is now half time. And we struggled at the start, but I think we've grew into this game. We've sort of nullified Arsenal's threat and started to take over. We can do that again in the second half. We're going to be lifting another trophy, guys, but at the moment, there you see it, it is 2-1 to us, and we're doing alright at the minute. So we're into the second half, only a few minutes gone. I cut more than I wanted to there, I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. We haven't missed anything. Literally, the game has literally only just got back underway again, so nothing major happened so far. But Arsenal still getting a lot of joy down our right hand side. It looks like they're going to continue to try and do that in this half. We've got the lead though, so I'm hoping that the manager has told the players to just try and control the tempo of the game a little bit more. Slow it down a little bit, because the high tempo stuff definitely is something that suits Arsenal better, and that's what we're seeing at the moment. We're keeping a lot more of the ball. It is safe at the minute, but that's okay, right? We've got the lead. We don't have to make the running now. It's on Arsenal to come out and press us, which you can see they're not really doing at the moment. They're just still happy to sit in there, and we're just going to keep the ball in front of them. It will draw them out eventually. They're going to have to come for us eventually, and when they do, hopefully that'll leave a little bit of room in behind that we could exploit. Like now, Mayoral could end this game right here, right now, and he might have just done it as well. Right on the hour, that left foot again. It's the man of the tournament, the man of the moment at our club. We are so going to struggle without this guy. It's a nice little 1-2. It's really simple, but it worked, and there was a long passage of possession before that as well, just showing now that we're really growing in confidence. I did say, I think at the end of the first half, that we were growing into this game slowly, and I think we've got to a point where we're comfortable now. We can take over this game maybe. That is 10 goals for Mayoral just in the Europa League alone. He has had a fantastic season. He's going to be going back to Real Madrid full of confidence, completely in form. And again, the question remains, should we or shouldn't we try to loan him back in next season? I'm going to leave that one up to you guys in the comments box. At the moment, technically, I mean, we could, because we know what wage is on right now, and we could just completely try and replicate that deal for another season. We obviously can't sign him. We're not in a position. We don't have the facility to do that yet, sticking with the integrity of what this series is about. So we can't bring him in on a permanent deal, but maybe we can loan him back in again on the same deal that he's on now. If that's something you're interested in, then of course leave it in the comments box, and it's something we could look at before the transfer window closes next season. But we need to get back focused on this game at the moment. Arsenal have dropped another little ball into Tini. It's a good one, and they're right back in the game. They've been doing that all game long, just popping it off. Dink one over the fullback when he goes to it and then get someone in. But Tini has done a lot better with that than what they've been doing down the other flank. And just like that, game back on again. There it is. It's too easy, really. Far too easy. I'm a bit disappointed, mind you, when you look at it like that. There was too much pace on the ball. No, I can't blame the keeper there. It was too easy. Far too easy from an Arsenal point of view. It's a good goal from ours. Disappointed with the defending there. That's 6 for Aubameyang in this competition, and we are still... It's game back on now. Does the momentum swing back to Arsenal? Doesn't it? No, I suppose only time's going to answer that question, really. We just need to do what we were doing before. It's only the same as being 2-1 up. We did have a lot more of the ball, like I said. We were in control. We can't afford to switch off again now, though. We don't have that cushion anymore, and that makes things a little more tense. He's Diawara now in the centre. Out to Veritas. That's good defending there. Stopping that ball getting to Mayoral, and Arsenal break out with Pepe. Gaspar now. Those two have had a really good game down that side. Nothing's really come of it, but that's been Arsenal's favourite play, if you like. That's got to be yours, Karsdorp. What the hell are you doing there? He's let Martinelli in here. We saw how dangerous that could be literally just a few minutes ago. Tierney now, all the way back out. Does well there to find Ceballos. He's Aubameyang. We don't want to be letting him shoot. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like it's time for changes, guys. We're starting to lose a little bit of the control here. But what are we going to do? Varatout's going to come off. I see what we're doing here. Zaniolo's going to play in the Varatout role. This is looking more towards counter-attacking. I think it looks like we conceded that they are going to dominate the ball for the rest of this game now. And can we break out with Zaniolo, with Perez and his pace on that right side, giving us something a little bit different to what Zaniolo did out there. It's a good move actually, that. We'll see. It's only a good move, I suppose, if Aubameyang doesn't bang this in one of the top corners. This is kind of tense at the moment. Maddison lays it off. It's Partey with a pole driver. Didn't see that one coming. Lopez with a big save there. We're just 8 minutes away from a European trophy, guys. Partey's absolutely pile drove that one. Good strong hand from Lopez, and that keeps us in the lead at the moment. Pepe's going to whip this one in. We deal with it just about, but he's going to get another chance at it here. Arsenal piling it on right now. Another Pepe delivery coming in. Goes for the same one again. It's dealt with sort of, but not really. Villa trying to get out to the ball, but Arsenal moving it quickly once again. Look at the speed of the passing there. Pepe out on this left hand side. I thought we might have won that back, but no, and we're struggling to get out right now. Here's Willian. Smalling couldn't quite get to him, but shuts the passing lane off quite well. Can we get out now? Go on, Villa. Perez make the run. He has made the run. Can he get in behind? He can't. He's always come across there and done pretty well, but that's ran the clock down a little bit. Looks like there's a change for Arsenal coming now. Maddison coming off after that beautiful goal that he scored earlier. Bit strange that El Nenny's coming on, but okay. Karsdorp now. Perez on the edge of the box. Mayoral can't really do nothing, but the time he's running down. That's good pressing from the front now. Stopping Arsenal lumping that ball long and up the pitch. Seconds to go. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. He has, and we have won the Europa League in our first season, completing a cup double, putting that alongside second place in Serie A. What a season we have had. That is going to do it for this episode, guys. I'm going to leave you with the boys lifting the trophy. Enjoy it like I'm going to, and I will see you all back for the next one, which is going to be a bit of a season review. But until then, enjoy the rest of your days, guys, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.